Welcome everyone to another AMA. It's the last Wednesday of the month, episode number 8. As you can see, we're not only on Sunday now, we are also on the Wednesdays. But we are going to skip 1 week and then we're going to have last Wednesday of the month, we will have an AMA. And the second Sunday of every month, we will have an AMA. And the one on Wednesday is in the morning, so the community from all around the world can now join at least once a month. So let's dive into the news. BlackRock Bitcoin ETF hits record volume of over 1.3 billion for second consecutive day. Spot Bitcoin ETF again booked a strong day, recording over 2 billion in daily trading volume, but slightly fell short of Monday's record. So Bitcoin is now at 57,000, 59,000 already. And this might be the reason. I don't know. I don't know a lot about financials, but I believe as soon as people are, and these people have a lot of money, if they are buying a lot of ETFs, then these venues that sell the ETFs need to stock up more Bitcoin, probably to back the ETFs. That's what I think happens. If anyone knows in the chat, please let me know if you know how that stuff works. But I believe this is causing a lot of momentum in the market right now and pushing us close to an all-time high before the halving. Flare's earliest investors have reinvested in the long-term future of the network in a groundbreaking new agreement. So, what is this agreement? Very interesting. Flare secures round from early backers, reducing liquidity and increasing ecosystem investment. Where did I have it? I have it here somewhere. So, it says here that they have extended token vesting. Backers will receive the same amount of FLR as previously. That is 2 billion FLR with 800 million FLR distributed in February 2024. Early investors voluntarily extended distribution from 2024 to Q1 2026. And FLR selling limit, they will have a limit on how much they are able to sell, and they can sell no more than 0.5% of the daily volume, which makes sure that there's not big impacts on the market. As you can understand, FLR ecosystem reinvestment, 50% of all investors' proceeds from FLR sold through January 2026 will be reinvested in the Flare ecosystem across applications, DeFi, TVL, and liquidity provision, bolstering the most critical value accrual mechanisms. So yeah, they are basically gonna reinvest it, and they're gonna add to the total value locked in the ecosystem. So it's all gonna grow even harder from January 2016. Instead of having just sell pressure, the network is probably gonna be way more valuable than it is right now. Accountability. The investor group agreed to full programmatic monitoring and accountability for binding adherence to the mission and commitments. 3 governance proposals ready to review. STP6 and the FIP6 is the Songbird proposal and the Flare proposal, which are basically the same. Launch FTSO scaling, enabling 1,000 data feeds, and introduce the Flare systems protocol. So this is going to enable the Songbird network and Flare network to have the FTSOs deliver more data feeds more frequently. So now they deliver the price every 3 minutes, and maybe they can deliver it real time at some point, and at least deliver a lot more tokens. So if you're going to connect everything, you need to be able to connect everything, and this is going to be how they do it. FTSO scaling. Prepare the state connector on Songbird for F assets, which everyone is also, of course, gonna vote for this proposal. If you want to vote, you can go to their website, and you can wait. Where's the link? I will drop the link in the description, and please use your FLR for voting, and always vote for, because this is really good for the network. Of course, I don't see anyone voting against this. Next, introducing Ex DFI. First compliant futures exchange on Flare networks. KYC tokenization for trustless trades. 100% non-custodial on-chain settlements. Best pricing matches with Flare time series Oracle. So they're going to leverage time series oracle to introduce a lending mechanism for future contracts, and it's going to be decentralized. Very interesting. I think the group is it's also the first compliant decentralized futures protocol, which is very interesting for traders who are now using futures, of course, on centralized exchanges. They can, in the near future, do this on decentralized exchanges thanks to Flare Network. Ex DFI aims to raise industry standards for compliance and efficiency, delivering a trustless, non-custodial futures contract purchasing environment that operates 24/7. So in the near future, you can just trade futures on a decentralized exchange. You don't need an intermediary like a centralized exchange who's providing you with this service, and also providing you with the margins that you need to trade in future contracts. So it's going to be brought by Syndric Solutions on the Flare network, which is very interesting. Definitely going to check out how that is going to unfold. Okay, that was the news. Let's go into the market. Like, the news is always fun, and you see what new things are going to be coming to the Flare network, but it's always also really fun to watch what the market is doing. And Bitcoin is making a big run for it. As I've just said, the ETFs are being sold at an enormous rate. And those guys have a lot of money. So there's a lot of money coming into the ETFs. And I believe that those institutions who are selling these ETFs or selling them or providing people with ETFs, they need to buy a lot more Bitcoin to back up what they are selling to these people, or what they are providing for. So we're almost at an all-time high on Bitcoin, which is crazy, before a halving. And I think it never happened before a halving. Here we almost reached the all-time high before a halving. But now we are really, really reaching it. Maybe we're making an all-time high. In a couple of weeks the halving is, so we don't know. Let's look. If it follows these lines, these are the bull runs, these red lines, and this big red line is just the projection of Bitcoin. Even if it's a bear market, it always moves up. That's what scarcity does. And let's see what FLR is doing. It's also at half cent. Here it went in price discovery is what they call it, because it moved above the all-time high on most exchanges. You have exchanges that had some previous history before this, but when this is Coinbase, when it went live on Coinbase, it started at 3.6 cents, and now it is at exactly 5 cents, which looks really good. But yeah, how can you analyze this? What is it going to do? Is it going to touch that start? It really has no... you cannot really say anything about it. It just looks really good. That's all we can say. And next, Songbird. Looks like it made it through 1.5 cents. And it's stuck there now for a while. Here it looks like it's bouncing off this old resistance back in January of last year. As you can see, Songbird has a little bit more history than Flare. So maybe it helps for people to see, like, oh, maybe this is going to happen, maybe that. Maybe it's now finding support here on this line and we're going to continue up. If you can see what Bitcoin is doing right now, it's very likely that most crypto projects are going to continue going up, because if Bitcoin rises and people take profit, usually it follows, it floods into the other crypto projects that people believe in. So let's dive into the updates. You see that staking passed by our delegation in rewards per token. And that's because I claimed my second staking reward period. So delegating was in front of staking, because you can claim the rewards every 3.5 days for it. And staking, I only had 1 full week of staking claimed already, and now I have 2 full weeks of staking claimed already. So on the long run, staking looks like it's going to perform better, and the longer it goes by, the more time goes by, the bigger distance it will create between rewards in staking and rewards in delegating. So over a long period of time, you're compounding your rewards. So it will make a big distance from all the others, I believe. And yeah, of course, the price went up 99%, which is nice. That made the profits really high. But if you look at the rewards only, you can see that staking gets me the most extra tokens, and more extra tokens with price going up. Yeah, it increases the increasing value, of course. So that was it for the updates, for the news this week. I'll see you again, not this Sunday, but the Sunday after this Sunday. And right now we're going to dive into the questions on Discord. If you want to join, if you have questions, you can drop them in the comments. I will just respond, or you can join our Discord and we will do an AMA, maybe play a fun game together. And I hope I have big announcements in the next episode. I'm pretty sure we are really close, finalizing some really cool applications that we're building, and I'm really happy to show them to you. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one.